You just discovered literally fuck the police from 26 years ago this week. So asking you that question is hilarious. But asking her, who pretends to be black, this is a.
You said he lives on.
Not a lot. I know. I keep just.
She said Tupac. She said Tupac.
Listen, West Coast girl, Tupac lives on. I'm with you. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
Keep
She tried to
doing
cover.
that. Who
Listen,
would I say? I mean, there's so many. I mean, you know, there are some that I would not mention right now because they should stay in their lane. But others I
I want to know who one of those are.
keep moving.
All
Keep
right.
moving, Angela.
All right. That was not supposed to be a stumper either. What about
Wow.
she goes, that was, she melted down. She melted down.
That was a
With
fucking
your favorite
meltdown.
rapper. Melted down.
Dude,
And
I do it all the time. That's exactly what it looks like.
meltdown. She goes, some of them, some of them, they need to stay in their lane. Not, there's so many great rappers. I mean, so many people are doing different things. I don't want to offend anybody and pick one and have people polarize it. But
What does stay in your lane mean?
No, she had to take a negative slant on it and say that, by the way, first of all, anybody who says stay in their lane should never have power. That's somebody who's power hungry. And mind you, this is a woman that used to have people have to stand up in the morning. This is a true story. When she was attorney general, and stand up and say, good morning, General. Literally, the staff would have to say, good morning, General. They had instructions not to look her in the face. Don't look her in the eyes. Don't talk to her personally. Good morning, General, was what she had people say. This is a woman that shouldn't be anywhere near power. And her first reaction to what's your favorite rapper is some of these rappers need to stay in their lane. You should never put somebody like that ever in charge of anything, because that's
Nobody
somebody
will care about that.
they
Nobody
want
will
to.
care about
They
that.
want to tell people what to do. She wants to tell all those rappers their proper lane.
Yeah,
They're
but
all in the wrong lane.
nobody's even going to pay attention. People, this comes and goes. Tomorrow will be another one. Tomorrow will be another one. People forget.
No, I know they will, Jimmy, but I don't. Here's the psychology of it. She's not black. She's Indian. Indians hate black people. So if you look at her upbringing, she was they fucking hate black people. The #1 country in the world for slavery today, everybody look it up, Google it, put it into your chat GPT. India has the most slaves today. Indians, the Basque system, they hate black people. Her black family from quote unquote Jamaica, they were slave traders. They were slave owners. They traded them. They probably traded them for packs of cigarettes. She comes from a long line of people that fucking hate black people. She can't answer who's your favorite rapper. The rappers need to stay in their name and lane. And then when she's like, the lady's like covering for going, Tupac lives forever. I know West Coast. Tupac. She's trying so hard to cover for stupidity. She tried to cover for her stupidity, even though she did a fine job of covering for this inept whore. She still got move on. Like she got attitude. Yep. She got attitude after covering for her.
Yep. What a cunt.
So you're talking about let's summarize. An Indian who hates black people, who doesn't know a single fucking rapper. The only time she's ever answered a question about rapper was when she said she used to listen to Biggie and Tupac in college. Biggie and Tupac weren't performing while she was in college. So she wasn't listening to rap music in college. She gets asked the most simple question. She gets covered for by an amazing interviewer who tries to play it off and jovially go, this lady's an idiot and didn't answer the question, but I'm going to cover for her. Then she can't come up with an answer. And she's like, well, there's so many. Says they need to stay in their lane, immediately goes authoritarian. And then she gets mad at the interviewer, and the interviewer has to go, well, I thought that was like a really fucking softball question. I didn't realize that you were that fucking stupid.
Fucking retarded.
You can't even answer that question. She doesn't know a single rapper. She doesn't know a single rapper. Miss I'm Black doesn't know a single rapper. You want to know why? Because she's Indian, and the Indians hate the blacks. And when she had power in California, you know what she did? She made them slaves. She put them in prison. She laughed about it, even when people were wrongly accused. She kept them in prison longer, and she used them for slave labor. That's your black hero. And that's why it matters that they're trying to present her as black. You were earlier going, it doesn't matter. True. Skin color doesn't matter. Policies matter. But it matters because they're trying to paint this
All right, maybe I say it shouldn't.
hating woman as a fucking black person when she's a slave trader from Jamaica. That's what she comes from, slave trade. Can you imagine if Trump's parents came from slave trading? That would be the #1 story. They wouldn't be like, well, you know, he liked black people. He had a lot of black people in his house. He used to have them in the house. They used to be in the yard. He had black people picking things in his yard.
Everywhere.
That's the difference between the media. Is if Trump had slaves and he were a Democrat, they would be saying, you know, he was great to them. He used to provide them free food and free health care. And they used to be all around the family. All the blacks knew his family. They used to serve him dinner every single night. That's how much he loves the blacks. They used to clean, cook. He trusted them so much. He surrounded himself by them. And he used to even lend out his blacks. He loved them so much that his best friends would even sometimes benefit. That's how much he loved the blacks. That's the difference between real media and what's happening today. So Kamala Harris just showed her cards for anyone paying attention that she is not black, that she hates the blacks, and that even though she's covered for by an incredible interviewer, I don't know who she was, but she did a great job of covering up stupidity as best as you could, still got mad at her because she's a bunch of whore. And that's what we have getting ready to run for our fucking thing. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to make it on Instagram. They're going to actually.
And it's not a sure thing. That's what drives it. Fucking blows my mind. It's not a sure thing.
I get carried away. I get a little carried away. I apologize. I was a little emotional about them.
I didn't think you did.
Okay. I felt like it was, you know, my wife would be like, you get a little carried away. I get a little carried away.
No, I think it was right on. I think it was right where it needed to be.
You have to read through the bullshit, Jimmy. And there's that one clip, I believe, tells you everything that you need to know about her as a person, place, or thing. You know, she's not any black person in the world, the real black person, can answer the question, who's my favorite rapper, without completely hitting a brick wall. Favorite rapper alive, without hitting a brick wall and getting mad at somebody because you don't know a single rapper's name. By the way, she just had a rapper perform for her in Atlanta. She literally just went to a concert that
She just went blank. She knows rappers. She just went blank. But when you're running for president of the United States, you're not supposed to go blank.
Well, you can't, dude. If you're really black, you don't go blank on who's your favorite rapper. That'd be like Jimmy, who's your favorite? Like, give me some of your favorite bands from the 50s. Like, if you like, you know what I mean? You would just go blank and be like, well, you know, there's so many. There's so many. And well, I gotta tell you, some of those doo-wop bands need to just stay in there.
They need to chill the fuck out.
These guys, some of these doo-wop people they need to just stay in their lane. I mean, you ask like a white person that or a Latino, hey, what's your favorite thing? I don't know. I have no idea. Can't think of any right now, but I tell you what, there's so many strong. They just need to stay in their lane. Who the fuck says that about the genre of music for which you claim that you come from? Stay in their lane is what's your favorite rock band? I don't know. There's so many good ones, but they just need to stay in their fucking lane.
I can't keep up.
What type of response is that? These I can't think of any names right now. You just gotta stay in your lane.
Whoever the fuck it is better cut this shit out.
Oh, hello. Oh, what you mean? What my favorite artists? They just need to stay in the rain. That's what whatever culture you're in, it does not work to say you just need to stay in your lane under any circumstances when asked, who do you like best? I don't know, man.
Who do you like best?
Stay in the rain.
Can we cue that up one more time?
Oh my God, it's so fucking good. I do. Let's do it because it's so good. It's so fucking good.
It just makes. Uh, I want to thank you for deconstructing that because I didn't realize the first time just watching over it how fucking dumb that is.
It's the dumbest shit ever. And even if you're gonna shit the bed and you don't know a single rapper
Freeze.
to
There we
default to
go.
stay in the lane. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, baby. Come on.
Just do it.
Let's get it up. Come on, Kamala. Make us happy.
Tupac.
Tupac.
You said he lives on.
And I don't lie. I know. I keep just.
You
We're
said,
live.
listen, West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
Keep doing that. Who would I say? I mean, there's so many. I mean, you know, there are some that I would not mention right now because they should stay in their lane. But others
What that means. I want to know who one of those are.
keep moving.
All
Keep
right.
moving, Angela.
All right. That was not.
Fucking what a bitch.
What about
Uh-huh.
I love that was not supposed to be a stumper either. And she goes, uh-huh. Like that was the hardest fucking question I've ever been asked. She was pissed at the interviewer
Yeah.
for asking, who's my favorite rapper?
It's disgraceful.
That's who some people are going, yay. It's her message is positivity. She's so positive.
Hey, and the debate, he's afraid to debate her. Trump's afraid to debate her. She's gonna school him.
And she's already backed out. So Trump agreed to 3 debates.